Okay, Paati, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I am here with my Paati today, and I wanted to ask her some questions about her creative journey because my Paati has been a lifelong musician and dancer and teacher. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about your history and have a conversation because I want to follow in your footsteps.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so why don't you tell us, Paati, where were you born? Like, what was your childhood like?
I was born in Madras and in 1941, and I had a wonderful childhood. I had five brothers
Okay.
and five uncles. I was brought up amongst boys.
Oh, wow.
So my habits were also like them only. I used to visit all the games. I'm very much interested in football, cricket, hockey, all the games because they used to take me everywhere. That is my childhood. And when I was 7 years old, doctor advised me to have some exercise. Then my mother decided to put me in dance class. That's why I've started dancing right from the age of 8. Till my marriage, I was dancing till 23rd. I
Wow.
was attending the classes, and that is my passion. In between, when I was in SSC, suddenly my music master heard me singing some song from my neighbor house. Then he came home and offered my mother to teach me.
What is SSE?
SSC means final year of my schooling.
Okay, okay.
In those days, it is called as SSLC, Senior School Leaving Certificate.
Okay, okay.
That is called SSLC.
SSLC.
We are all SSLC. Afterward, 11th PUC and then 3 years college.
Okay.
I did BA Economics with the politics and history as a subsidiary subjects.
Wow. So when you were in SSC, you started singing.
I started my regular singing. Before that, I was singing because my mother was a singer. So I used to sing with her. My voice was very good that time also. So suddenly I was singing. He heard from my neighbor collector's house. He heard and came home.
Wow.
And then he himself offered to teach me. That's why my music journey started.
Oh, so it started a little bit later, not the usual.
Not usual. Not
Yeah.
usual.
And were you the only one of your 6 siblings to learn music and dance?
No, all my brothers, my second brother, third brother, and they were very good singers, very good
Okay.
singers. And they also used to learn from his master. And we all, my mother and all of us, and my one or two uncles also, we all used to sit and sing
Yeah.
evening 6 to 6:37. All great songs we used to sing and enjoy. So this is a music, and we belong to Mutya Bhagavatar family. So the music is in the blood from my maternal side, not my father's side. So the music is in our family, in our blood. So all of us we used to enjoy. Even though my other two brothers they never used to sing, but they used to enjoy music very much.
So when you went to college, were you still singing and dancing throughout college?
Yes, the college, all the programs I was there.
Okay.
Even dancing, music, everywhere I was there. I used to participate in every extracurricular activities.
Really?
And I enjoyed my college life very much that way.
So you didn't want to pursue your singing and dancing as a career?
And my father was not very in favor of dancing and music as a professional way. He refused to give permission to conduct the Arangetram. But somehow I had good opportunity to participate in various dance dramas in college and in one of the school where I learned the dance. They used to conduct these dance dramas 3 hours every year.
Wow.
January 30th and 31st is 3 hours drama for orphan children and other people. So I used to participate, and 4,000, 5,000 will be the audience. So for
Wow.
that way I had participated more than 10.
So you never did your Arangetram though?
No, no, but I had participated. I had danced on the stage several times, but no official Arangetram. And I was not allowed to participate in any of the music competitions also because my father did not like it. He won't allow us to do
Really?
anything.
Wow. So that's why you wanted your daughters to get into arts
Yes.
later on. Yeah. So when you went to college, you were studying to be a history teacher. That was your.
Pardon?
You were studying to be a history teacher.
As a not history teacher. I did my BA,
Mm-hmm.
but I got married at the age of 23. Then we were in Trivandrum for 6 years.
Okay.
Then again, my husband was transferred to Nagpur as a dean of the Dental College. Then, after my third child was born, I did my MA in politics, political science.
Oh wow. Okay.
With international law, diplomacy is a special
So with three
subject.
babies at home, you were
Yes,
out doing your
yes, yes.
masters.
And after my fourth son was born, I did my BEd. That time I was 34. Then suddenly we were back to Bombay. Then next neighboring school, they offered me a job. So right from the age of 34 up to 58 continuously I worked.
Yeah, as a teacher.
First 2 years I was in 1.5 years I was in primary section, but I did not enjoy much. So I thought of resigning. Immediately my principal called me. He offered me the job in the secondary.
So when you were working during those years, did you still maintain the arts, music,
Yes.
dancing?
Yes, I after coming to Bombay, I used to conduct dance dramas in various schools, Little Angels, SAS College, and various schools. They used to call me SIWS, and a specialist bamboo dance also.
Yeah.
Some one or two folk dance also I've learnt. That also used to teach in the colleges and
Yeah.
schools.
We all learned the folk dance from you too, bamboo dance, remember?
Bamboo dance, yes.
Yeah.
So that's my hobby. I never used to charge anything from them.
Yeah, just as a passion project.
That is a passion, and I don't want to make it as a profession for me. So, and it was not. I conducted dance class in Nagpur, but after coming back to Bombay, my Rajarajeshwari guru was in my same building,
Okay.
so I couldn't start my dance class, and then I was staying in the first floor also. So immediately I started my teaching profession.
Yeah.
Then I enjoyed myself conducting this choreography, dance dramas, and everything in various schools and colleges and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so while you were having your kids and you were married and you were studying still, you picked up other hobbies too, right? You were picked up reading
Yes,
later
right
on.
from the age, I used to stitch a lot. Crochet, embroidery.
As a kid.
My mother was very good. My grandmother was very good in stitching. So I used to do a lot of stitching, a lot of knitting and everything. That is also another hobby for me. And when I went to Madras, stayed there for 3 months, then I joined a class, Mrudula class. I learned scientific method of stitching also, embroidery.
Wow.
I got a certificate for that also. And I was not a voracious reader. Before marriage, I never used to read a lot. And even my friends and my brothers, they used to tease me for not reading much, for dancing and stitching. But that time I did not pay much attention to this reading. But one of my very great friend, even today I'm in contact with her, she used to tell, we could pick up this reading habit at any age, but we will not be able to learn dancing and music. So she is doing the correct thing. That time I never expected that I would read many books, but after I got married, immediately we went to Trivandrum. He was the director there, my husband. Then he asked me the question. Then I told him I want to read books. Then he made me a member in 4 libraries, and he taught me driving. Immediately he taught driving. And he always allowed me to take the car because 20-25 kilometers I have to travel to go to the libraries and everything. So I used to get books from there. So I read from A.J. Cronin and every classical. I read everything. Till today I am reading. That is one of my main hobby. Even at the age of 80, I am able to spend my time in reading many books. I read all the books. And I am very much interested in politics also. So I follow politics, but I don't discuss with many people because it is not very good. But I am very much interested. I am up to date.
In everything, news wise.
I like to be.
So you're always learning something or the other from the
Yes,
beginning.
from the beginning.
From
Even
the
now,
beginning.
if I get a chance, I will
Patty, I'm
also.
just going to ask to move the bangle because it's hitting the noise, making the noise. Okay, anyways, yeah, so you're always learning something even now.
Yes, I like to. Even today, if I get a chance to learn something, I will learn. I will learn. And the Rangoli, I used to learn Rangoli in Bombay recently. We used to put a lot of Rangolis with the Deepavali and everything. So that is the life. It's a learning process. It never ends.
Yeah, I remember the most recently you've learned how to use Zoom. You've learned how to use Zoom, right?
Zoom.
Yeah.
See, nowadays I'm learning how to operate computer and iPad and everything. I was not very well versed, but before, but I'm learning slowly. I'm not that good even today, but I can manage.
You're pretty good, Patty.
I can manage.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll trouble all my grandchildren when they wanted to correct it. They will help me to do everything.
So when you were raising Ma and all your kids, you wanted them to also do the arts, right?
Yes.
So did they all do Arangetram or was it just
Yes. Prabha and Geeta, my third daughter,
they did
their
Arangetram?
Arangetram was over. But my second daughter, though she was very good in dancing, she was not very much interested in getting the Arangetram and she was very good in crochet and everything, but not in any other art like other two people.
Yeah.
Even my son was also not very much interested in arts or anything. I gave them chance. I gave my second daughter to learn violin, my son to learn mridangam, but I gave them a lot of opportunity to pick up their own
Yeah.
joy, but they did not pick up.
But you were very happy when Ma decided to start her dance school and everything.
I was very, very happy.
Yeah.
And the way my mother was surprised to see me conducting my Krishna Tulabharam in Nagpur first time when she came. How did you get this art of conducting this talam, no?
Yeah, Natavangam.
And the way when I came for her first Arangetram, when I saw her doing this Natuvangam for Varnam, I was so happy.
That must have been a proud moment,
I
right?
was so happy. See, she picked up and because she had learned dancing from me in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then I used to bring her to Bombay from Nagpur every summer for 3 years. She used to learn footwork from Mahalingam Pillai, and I used to learn theory from his father Kuppiya Pillai. Lot of theory from there. Then, fortunately, we were back to Bombay. Then she joined the school. Right from the day one, she was in the special class only.
Wow.
Both Geeta and Prabha, they never attended the general class. Right from the day one, they were in the special class. That's why she was able to learn so much.
Yeah, and now the music and dance has gone now to the fourth generation, right? From your mother now
Yes.
to me
Yes.
and some of our other cousins.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you and Ritika.
Me and
Ritika
Ritika.
is singing Western music and Shruti is singing Western music. But we have picked up the Carnatic music. That is generation.
Yeah, generations old. So now in your retirement, what role does your creativity and art and all of that play? Do you still
See,
keep up with everything?
There is no retirement in life. See, I am staying alone, but I never want to feel dejected or self pity. So I have my own group, kitty group. I like to travel. I have traveled a lot. After my husband passed away, I have taken this life. So whatever comes, I have to face it.
Yeah.
So I lived as he wanted before. Now I live as I want. Now I like to travel a lot. I traveled throughout India, almost every part of India, except few places. And I have a good set of friends. And I'm very much interested in music, so I go to this music concerts,
Yeah.
theater.
You go watch everything.
Theater sometimes I used to go with my friends. And I have my car. Now I don't drive. I have hired drivers to travel far away distances. Like that, my life is still today, it is not empty. I never say I'm bored, I'm alone. I never get that
That
feeling. Why life is like this? Why God has given me like this? Why I am staying alone? I never ask this question to myself. This is a life. This is the way I have to face. Everyone, there is end for everything, and I am not afraid to stay alone also. Even today, I like to do whatever I want to do. I help people a lot. I teach poor people without charging anything, and help building people whenever they want. If they want to go to hospital, if they want to do anything, I always there for them. So that way, my life is full.
Very full.
My life is full.
Yeah, and I think it must help also to have so many different hobbies, activities.
Activities, yes.
Yeah, that helps, right?
Yes.
So if you were to talk to somebody today who was young, like people ask me, right, how do you do so many different hobbies? How do you have time? What would you say? How did you have so much? How did you make time to do your studying,
whenever
your children?
there is
arts?
there is a saying, there is a will, there is a way. No, there is
There is a will, there is a way. Yeah,
that's there. If you want to do something, you will create time.
that's true.
That you will create time to pursue that hobby or that thing.
Yeah,
So, anything if you do with interest and everything, nothing is difficult in life.
that's true.
I create time,
Yeah,
and I don't know. I read, I stitch, I get time. I do Sahasranamam, I do my puja and everything. There is plenty of time. No dearth of time. I sleep at 11 o'clock. I get up at 7:30 in the morning. So I'm happy in one way. I never get dejected. I never ups and downs are there in life, but I never allow them to take over me.
yeah. You have a strong conversation with yourself. That's very
Yes,
positive.
I always talk to myself.
Yeah,
Oh, this is the position. What should I do?
yeah.
There is always an answer. Sometimes we will never get answer for all the questions. Then leave it to destiny.
Throughout life, you've been a student. For many years, you were also a teacher, right? So, what tips would you give to your students when you were teaching them back then on how to manage their time, on what they should be doing with their time? What is important in life?
Teaching is not only teaching the subjects. We always connect the life with the teaching. And there is a lot of chance to teach them. See, in every,
The watch party, sorry.
they say there should be sex education and children should be taught this thing. But every time we have chance to teach them in a very, very subtle way. We teach them. And since I started teaching at the age of 35, I had no inhibition. I have no fear. I could handle any age children. Even 12th standard students, I could manage them very easily.
Yeah,
Understand? So, I always teach them a lot of values in the life. Not only, and counseling. Lot of students, they need counseling. They get dejected. Suddenly, we could see change of behavior.
right.
Then immediately we cannot blame them, we cannot scold them because they are like glass vessels. One wrong moment will break their life. So it is the duty of the teachers to take care of the children and study their moods and not to blame them immediately, and take time to study and then understand them and counseling them. Definitely we could bring them back to the normal life. I had a lot of experience in my teaching profession of 25 years. Many students, they need this type of counseling, and I was successful also in
Yeah.
counseling them.
So they're like family issues and things
Yes,
like that.
we should be very kind to them with the children, and
With anybody, I guess, right?
any-
You don't
anyone-
know
anyone-
what anybody's going through.
anyone. That's what I say. Teaching is not only the teaching of the subjects. I go and teach only geography. This is a map. No, always there is a connection.
Yeah,
Always there is a connection. And if I teach, suppose I teach about Africa, and I should teach them about their feelings, about their environment, about the way they're sufferings, about their various difficulties they face in their life.
That's right.
so that make them understand the
Yeah.
life, and it make very interesting. And if you teach them only the outline of the subject, it makes them very dry. Many children, they say, we don't like history, we don't like geography, we don't like civics. Because the teachers, they don't connect the subject with the present day situation and make them understand.
Right, of course.
Suppose I teach civics. What is coalition government? What is this? Immediately, I can give them the present situation. What is going on in our country? And every day morning, 5 minutes I take for the children to read the paper. I ask them what is the headlines, because the school starts from 7:45. They have no time to read many. But if I ask them what is the headline today, so that developed a habit of reading the paper,
papers.
newspaper.
Yeah.
That is a way to create interest in the people. So that is my passion. That's what I did my B.Ed at the age of 34. I started teaching without any break, even though I faced a lot of problem in my life with 4 kids and working husband, hospital, and everything. But I never thought of leaving my job.
Yeah.
I like to stand in front of the 50 students and teach. It's a great feeling.
Yeah. And that's a lucky thing, to
Lucky
have a
thing,
job that you
yes.
love so much.
Even now I'm getting pension. I could manage my life, even though it is a very small amount. I'm very proud to have my pension.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you created that. Okay, Paati, I've asked you lots of questions, so let's do a wrap up. So looking back now on the past 80 plus years, what are you the most proud of in your life?
Many things are there, my children and my life. So many things. Nothing to regret.
Yeah.
Nothing to regret in life. Sometimes I may feel bad for something, but normally I'm proud of my life. Nothing to complain.
That's great. Thank you, Paati, for joining me.
Welcome.
And for joining my creative plans for today. Hopefully, next time you visit, we'll do it again.